South Dakota Governor Larry Roden stopped in Dakota Dunes today to campaign ahead of the gubernatorial runoff election, which will take place later this month. Roden spoke at the Dakota Dunes Country Club, which is just about 6 miles from the homes in McCook Lake that were devastated by record flooding 2 years ago. Roden was asked about the recovery and the state's role in that recovery effort. He also talked about plans the state has to increase access to affordable housing statewide. Roden says that's something South Dakota has had some success with while he's been in office.
We had a program to help incentivize rural communities on workforce housing infrastructure. That's seen a lot of success in small towns across South Dakota.
Roden will face Aberdeen businessman Toby Doden in that July 28th Republican runoff election. A runoff is required by South Dakota law if a candidate fails to get 35% of the vote in a primary. In the June 2nd primary, Roden got 25% of the vote. His opponent, Toby Doden, got 31%.